Hello, Form 4, Chapter 10, Video number 31, page number 22. Still our title, Lymphatic System, 淋巴系统 Good system to understand your body lah. Okay, so now our title will be Formation of the Limbs and the Lymphatic Systems. 淋巴将形成 and 什么叫淋巴系统 Okay, so I go to the formation of the limbs. 什么叫淋巴 Okay, from the last video you get some idea 啦，你有一些 idea。Where does the lymph come from? 淋巴从哪里来 When the interstitial fluids or when the tissue fluid flow into the lymphatic vessel, the name will be changed. 它的名字就变成淋巴。So when the interstitial fluids, or what's mean by interstitial fluids? Tissue fluid in our new textbook, diffuse into the lymphatic vessel, it forms the limbs. 它就形成了淋巴。Or what's it mean by limbs? Same as an interstitial fluid, 它跟组织间液其实是一样的。Okay, so limbs actually is a colorless liquid, but our new textbook say pulse yellow, 不美的黄色啦。Okay, found between the lymphatic system, 淋巴系统里面的一种液体，应该是黄色的样子啦，黄透明的颜色。But where the limbs come from? 淋巴从哪里来呢 ？We repeat again， 我们又再来了。By using others diagram until you understand， 直到你明白为止。Okay. So now we're having a high pressure blood flow flowing into the blood capillary. From arterial， 从那个 arterial 小动脉 they flow into the blood capillaries, and the pressure is very high. Because of the high pressure, certain component in the blood plasma, they'll be forced, they'll be pushed, diffused through the wall of the blood capillary， 就会被逼出来，对不对？渗透过 blood capillary 的墙壁。So blood plasma pass through the blood capillary wall. When the blood plasma pass through the blood capillary wall, now the name changed， 它的名字已经变了。Okay, and the contents actually change also. 里面的成分也是变 because plasma protein 没有出来，对不对？有少了东西去了。So now we call tissue fluid. 这些组织、这些液体呢，就叫 tissue fluid. And the tissue fluid going to surrounding our tissue or all the cell, or they're going to bathe the cell. 好像把我们的细胞浸在水里面这样子了。Okay? 再来一次。So after our cell having the process of metabolism, they're using the contents inside the tissue fluid, and now they're making the new product. Okay, so 85% of the interstitial fluid or tissue fluid, they're going to fall back to the blood capillary. 差不多85% 的 tissue fluid 啊。Okay, they're going to fall back to the blood capillary, 会流回我们的 blood capillary. And what happens? So water re-enter the capillary by osmosis. Beside the water, actually a lot of substances, waste material, hormone secretion, 对不对？它们会重新的回去我们的血管里面，又变回 blood plasma. But how about another 15%? 100% of blood plasma 这边流出来了，对不对？85% 又流回去，剩下的15% 会不见去 ，but they're not going to lose， 它只是用另外一条路回去我们的血液循环系统。So another 15% of the tissue fluid, they're going to diffuse into the blind ends. Sometimes we call this as blind end. 什么叫 blind ends? They're going to diffuse into the blind end of the lymphatic capillary. 它就会渗透进那个 lymphatic capillary 的 blind end。什么叫 blind ends? 这种管道很特别的。Okay, 这边有接跟别人 lymphatic capillary connected to lymphatic vessel, connected to lymphatic vessel. But another end actually is blind. Another end actually is not connected with anything. 它跟任何人都没有接在一起的，它就在那边等着那个 tissue fluid 罢了，给 tissue fluid 渗透进去，它才接去别位。所以这种叫 blind end 死路啦，好像我们普通讲的死路这样子，给东西进来，不过不能出去的。Okay, so some of that tissue fluid diffuse into the blind end of the blood capillary, and the blood capillary finally join together, become the bigger vessel called lymphatic vessel. But when the tissue fluid entering the lymphatic capillary, the name change, 它的名字就变，这时候就叫 limbs， 就是叫淋巴，名字就变了，淋巴就来了。Okay, next. So, lymphatic system and the movement of the limbs. Using another diagram, 我们再来我们的故事了。Okay, 给你更清楚。We follow the number. Okay, number one, what is this? So they say we're having the very high blood pressure arterial 小动脉，它的血压非常的高。So when the high pressure transfer to the blood capillary, what happens? 这种高的血压呢，来到了 blood capillary, and it will force certain blood plasma component diffuse the blood capillary wall and become the fluid surrounding the body cells. So 这种就叫 interstitial fluid, 也叫 tissue fluid 啦。So intercellular space filled with tissue fluid. 细胞之间的空间呢，被一种液体填满着了。Where's the fluid come from? Blood capillary or blood plasma 呢？它来自我们的血清。Okay? So interstitial fluid or tissue fluids. And what happens? Okay, 什么事情发生？So now our cell, okay, having the metabolism using the basic necessity and finally produce a waste product or maybe secrete some hormone, 对不对 ？Okay, so 85% almost, okay, sorry, 85%, 心数 85%. Almost 85% of the tissue fluids, they're going to diffuse back to the blood capillary and finally they will be connected to where? 然后就跟谁接在一起呢 ？Venule 也 venule 就是小动脉啦。So 85% of the tissue fluid diffuse back into the blood capillary and the blood capillary join back become the venule 变成小静脉 and venule going to carry the tissue fluid back to the blood circulatory system 回去我们的心脏回去我们的血液循环系统 OK but OK 不过 another 15% 有 15% 的tissue fluids, they're not entering the blood capillary again. 它没有回来我们的微血管 and not go to the blood circulatory system through venule. So what happened to another 15%? 这 15% 叫什么呢 Okay, they will diffuse into the blind end of the lymphatic capillary. 它们就渗透进那个 lymphatic capillary 的 blind end. 什么叫 blind end? 也就是后面没有接跟什么东西，就是在等着你渗透东西的 blind end of the lymphatic capillary. And when the fluid entering the lymphatic capillary, the name will be changed. 现在我们叫它 lymph 淋巴。Okay, so lymphatic capillary, they will join together. 它们结合在一起 become the bigger vessel called lymphatic vessel. Okay, lymphatic vessel. But what happened to this lymphatic vessel? 它们叫什么呢？很简单 lymphatic vessel finally continue to flow. They will start the lymphatic system. 这时候我们的淋巴系统已经开始了。So after the lymphatic vessel, they will be connected to the lymph nodes. But what's mean by lymph nodes? 淋巴结。什么叫淋巴结呢？就是淋巴管呢一直在那边转着打结。Or maybe you don't understand， 可能你不明白什么叫淋巴结呢？看。So lymph capillary, they join together, become the lymphatic vessel. Okay, 就变成了淋巴管。Lymphatic vessel, when they move in your body, they like to having a lot of nodes. 它喜欢打结，变成一团团的东西。And they continue to move, 然后它又在继续的走动。And they're making the knobs again. 它又在打结，然后它又在走。Okay, so 这边叫 lymphatic capillary， 这个叫 lymphatic vessel， 这个就叫 lymph nodes。Okay, lymph nodes 淋巴结就是淋巴管打结啦，淋巴结。Okay, so now start our lymphatic system。当他们在这个淋巴管里面流动，淋巴结里面流动的时候，他们就开始了我们的淋巴系统了。Okay, and what happened to the fluid? What happened to the limbs? 这些淋巴送去哪里呢 ？Again, they'll fall back to the blood circulatory system too. 它其实就是要回去我们的血液循环系统的。Another meaning， 兵分两路 ，85% 用血管 ，another 15%， 另外的15% 呢，它用的是淋巴管。And back to our blood circulatory system， 回去我们的心脏，回去我们的血液循环系统。But how they go back to the blood circulatory system？ 他们将回去我们的 blood circulatory system。Okay, next video going to tell you the detail 啦。Before I go further, I maybe tell you a bit about lymph nodes， 什么叫淋巴管先 ？OK， 那 淋巴管，淋巴管，它走，打结，变成淋巴结。它走，打结，变成淋巴结。And inside the lymph nodes, okay, inside the lymph nodes, actually, this is a place for us to making our lymphocyte. 在淋巴结里面，我们做一种白血球叫 lymphocyte. And lymphocyte normally produce antibody to fight the infection. 它产生抗体，然后叫什么呢？protect yourself 啦，保护你自己。Our lymph nodes actually is a place also for the white blood cell to having the process called phagocytosis. If anything, foreign object 外来的东西 like bacteria pass through the lymph nodes, the white blood cell inside the lymph nodes going to surrounding the bacteria 就是包着那只的 bacteria. Phagocyte 也就是吞掉那只 bacteria. Phagocytosis and digest it. Or another meaning, lymph nodes.Lymphatic system or lymph nodes 其实就是我们的 immune system. One of the part in our immune system 也就是我们的免疫系统的其中一个部分来的。它就是一个 filter 里面住了很多白血球，专门攻打 bacteria 用的。Okay, so this is a lymph nodes. Okay, next.Normally, if you touch your body, 你这样子摸来摸去啊 you never feel your lymph nodes. 你永远不能感觉到 lymph nodes. But sometimes, when the lymph nodes having the infection, 如果它被感染的时候 certain part in your body may be going to swollen. 它会肿起来。那时候你的 lymph nodes 呢 feel like a small egg 啦，好像一粒蛋在那边圆圆的摇来摇去。有时候会痛，有时候不会痛。这种就是淋巴结感染，明白吧？通常在这边。到处都有可能啊，淋巴结感染 swollen lymph nodes， 可能你牙痛，那 bacteria 在这边附近，淋巴结在那边被感染，所以它就会肿起来了，这种叫 lymph nodes， understand？ 淋巴结。Okay, so anything I need to add for the lymphatic system 还有什么呢？ Okay, or in our lymphatic system, beside the lymph nodes， 它还有什么器官在里面呢？ Okay, thymus， 胸腺。This is also another organ, okay, that going to involve in the immune system in our body 啦。还有谁在我们的淋巴系统里面的 spleen 杯脏，它也是能制造我们的，它也是有关系到免疫系统的。So thymus 胸腺 spleen 杯脏啊，肚子后面的杯脏，还有这些 lymph node， 整个其实都是我们的免疫系统的其中一个部分来的。Okay, and now.I go back to my question. How the lymphs flow back to the blood circulatory system? 那些淋巴怎样回去我们的血液循环系统呢？ Okay, next video 我们看下一个 video， 拜拜。